Small steps to becoming a big star. Look at this dude with the. Oh, even he's got a background.
Well, is that proper background?
Then look.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yes,
Minecraft.
So
Auditions at 1.2.
So I've already recorded, but this is also we'll edit up whatever out. Yeah, Anna. Let me go to a school background just so we can fit into the theme. There we go. Now we're all at school.
Wait, so no Drew?
Yeah, unfortunately Drew had important things to do.
Oh,
yeah,
no show.
That sounds like a show too a lot. Not gonna lie, I've heard that a few times.
I did say like Drew when Drew often says he might go, usually it's like a 30% chance that he ain't showing up.
30% chance? That's not too
yeah, still good risk. Which is the other reason actually why I thought of Cameron, because at least then we still got 4 people. So anyway, welcome to our first ever podcast. I've actually bit of a backstory. I wanted this idea for a long time. Like I did make one episode with my dad and sister back in like 2018. But when going through all the old videos on AK, I've actually found a video of me and Aiden on Spelunky mentioned that we might do it at some point. Which, if you're not a true fan of my YouTube channel, of the AK YouTube channel, that's the last time we played that was like 2016. So this is like a 5-year idea that I had. But the idea was honestly literally just us chatting about random points, like little bits that we might find funny, little stories that goes on, and just call it something like pointless chat or pointless chatter, because that is essentially what it's going to be about. But I thought, given the fact you can all introduce yourself if you want, but given the fact you got someone like Drew who may come back in a different episode, who knows? Yeah, who does me and him do gaming videos. Deacon was aka member who knows. Alex
kicked out.
Alex is like or Chantel is our editor.
Oh, yeah, I borrowed my sister's account.
Yeah,
why that background?
Oh, that's how you can afford it. And then
I paid for Microsoft Teams.
And then Cameron, who's our special guest, who often shows up for the movies.
The Cam.
Oh,
Cam on the Cam.
Cameron Marple, the ultimate face for Diet Deacon.
Did someone mention payday?
So I thought, given the fact that all 4 of us, 5 if you count Drew, given the fact we all have one thing in common, and that we were. Our young minds were shaped by the ultimate school, which, I mean, if we do say the name, I'll probably have to black it out for.
Excuse me, it's an academy.
But let's call it the AKA Science College. And yeah, it was essentially yeah. I thought we would start this first episode. We'd just talk about funny stories, I guess. So does anyone want to start? What's your opinion about the school?
Terrible, trash. I'm glad I'm gone, but I do miss it. It was very fun.
Yeah, I personally agree. I think the school itself sucks, but like the people there was hysterical. There's just too many like good moments there.
Most of the teachers are trash, but it was very fun just grouping up and during breaks and lunch and just fucking around and pissing everyone off.
I do miss Oxford, to be honest. I do miss it.
Yeah.
Too many good times. Like, genuinely, it's.
Yeah.
Very, very funny. I don't know. Start off, I mean, what?
I like your idea, Cameron. Alright.
What idea? You need to say?
Idea.
Face, yeah.
Silly face.
Say to me, boy.
Oh,
you just spaced out existence.
Yeah, I got Thanos. Oh, God.
It's got snapped.
It's like
slap.
I don't know. It's like we were just saying that before we started recording, while we were waiting for Alex to catch up on his beauty rest.
Right. No need to shame me anymore.
I don't like the fact you can see my face and take his face like double my face, but
My cat joined. Hello, cat.
but we were saying about like honestly, it's like do you remember Alex and Deacon like towards the end when like because they knew we were revised, they would hold us in after school. They would like do like we catch up or revision and that.
The science thing during the end of the year.
Yeah, like for example, science, they had like actual like coursework catch up stuff like that.
Yeah, like one of them. Oh, we only did like one day, didn't we? A bunch of us.
I can't remember. I think I did quite a few.
When did you change your thing to that?
Pardon?
I was just see Deacon's.
Stuff in your head now. I've got fun stuff in my head.
Is it a hat or a bob?
Yeah, I mean,
It's
I
rude to
hate the
assume.
fact that what massive. So I'll put this on.
Wait, I
Makes
was
me
talking
sick.
to Aiden about it the other day, but I don't know if you two remember it. Playing 40-40 in or Bulldog by the vocational building.
Oh, you know that
Slamming into the gate.
that reminds me of when Aiden. It was by accident. I was like leaning back. I was sitting on like by the gate. You come running in and you knee me in the head into the gate, like straight up. And I started crying like mad. And you said, "Ah, no, he's faking it. Don't worry about it." I thought, what are you saying?
Jesus Christ, I was just brutal as a kid.
You kneed me in the
I
head.
thought,
Wait,
Into
so
the belt.
I
Aiden
thought you
bashed
said-
your head in with his knee.
Yeah, he was like he was
And
playing like
he
4
bashed
3 in a
my knee
Bulldog.
in. I think I see a trend coming
Yeah,
along.
same place and everything.
and actually, yeah,
Ruthless.
it's like it was both on the bit. I actually thought you were going to talk about that alleged day where I ruined Alex's life.
And he comes up to me and goes, I think he's fake.
It's like, oh, and I'm like there crying, like I've got my hands in my knees, like, oh, he's just putting it on. I thought, well, nah. I'm like,
I think-
hey, this hurts. This is really bad.
I think it's because you got such a nonchalant sort of attitude with life. Like I don't think I've ever seen you show like proper emotions. Like sometimes you get like angry at something, but like even that's like a comedic purpose.
Yeah,
So seeing you cry just seemed like it was like
Yeah.
all staged to me.
I'm quite an
He's
emotional
basically
man.
saying
I
men
don't cry.
can't cry.
Yeah, what is this? You're a bad man. I don't respect it.
Does not compute. But, oh god, I remember that sort. Like, cause we were aggressive bunch. Like I felt bad because like I'm like proper skinny as well, but like there were some of us who were slightly more heavier than others. And we would do things like dog pile on each other, and the poor bloke on the like at the bottom was just squash.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Well, you got
Like, do you remember like in our final year? So we were like year 11s. Like some of us at that point were like 6 foot, pretty much. And yeah, like year 8s, like coming to half our heights, wanted to play football with us. We were just like, we can't play football with you. We
Oh.
just ended up like in tears because we just like triple their size.
Yeah, it's like, oh, play 40, bro, you'd be killed.
Yeah, you get your pounded, you get your head kicked in by me for some reason.
Hang around with you guys,
It's all
like
part
hanging
of the,
around in
it's all
Land
part
of
of
the
the
Giants.
Yeah.
I was hella small and everyone's hella big.
Good. Well, it's fitting that you got like double the headspace on your camera.
Smallest man.
So don't say to me, boo.
Oh god, it's half of Alex. No, I actually
Yeah,
like.
left over half my
I'll
brain
tell
on the
I'll
floor
tell
of the field.
Mars. I'll tell my side of the story. That's gonna tell his. But like, I just remember when we were playing football or something. We like some of us would take because it was like summer, so I took my shoes off because it was just quicker to run or something like that. And then like Josh just pick it up shoes and start throwing it about, and I was like, oh my god, trying to grab it and throw it for one. And then Alex, it fell to the floor. Alex picks it up. And from my point of view, he's going to run with it or something. So I run and tackle it to the ground. And then, bless him, he like struggles to get up. He gets like Luke and I to help him get to like his Sam. I go and do D-Tech with Cameron. After that, like it's home time now. We're walking out, and I get like someone coming up to me and go, "Dude, you broke Alex's leg." I was like, "What?"
Dude, I was a fucking dead man.
Yeah, pretty good day.
Ruined his career right there.
Yeah.
It comes up to me, I'm gonna end this whole man's career.
Oh god.
Okay.
There you go.
He pushed me and he pushed me.
One moment can destroy.
Yeah. That's right there. There's actually like a tragic story. It's just one accident.
It would have
And
been
his
fine. Ratted me out.
Hey, running.
He told the invigilator and they kicked me out.
Yeah, you actually went and did your Sam.
Yeah, somehow they let me in. Somehow I got into the lineup, got my name called out, stumbled over, put my bag down, sat down. No one batted an eyelid. And I'm just sitting here like, oh, I can't believe it's worked. I'm actually going to take my exam. And then I open the paper, vigilator comes up, goes, apparently you're crying. And I look up because, oh, you're okay. Don't worry, there's nothing to fear. But you need to put your leg under the table. And I'm like, I can't put my leg under the table. And then she force bends it. And I'm like, oh, you bitch. And I got kicked out.
Jeez, that really broke it. Like, it just hurt a little bit. And she actually broke it.
And then, so then I went to the pastoral where that lispy lady was trying to talk to me. And then she went on the phone with my dad, goes, hello, one of your sons are here. And then my dad's like, which one? And he goes, the older one. He goes, which one? I've got two older ones. And then he goes, and then she goes, what's your name, sweetheart? I'm like, Alex. Oh, he goes, Alex. He's like, who? And he's like, Alex. He's like, who? And I just go like, it's Alex. And he goes, oh. And he goes, okay, so he's broken his leg and he needs to go to hospital. He goes, what? And my dad can understand it. He goes, do you just want me to come over? He goes, yes. And he just comes over, and then she's like, please bring the car. And then he comes over in the car, and then he walks in. He goes, what the fuck do you do? I go, I didn't do anything. I just got pushed. And I got wheeled out, and I think I wheeled. So I was like, "Stop, Jordan." And then he was like, "What happened to you?" I was like, and Aiden pushed me, broke my leg.
So your biggest grain.
Yeah.
Attacking your own friend. Ending his
exactly. Like honestly, I do forget it sometimes. Like I won't speak to Alex for like months, so I'll forget about it. And then I talk to her, and then somehow one of us will bring up the subject again, and I just sit there and go, I have full-heartedly ruined someone's life, and he's still friends with me. Like,
respect.
Basically, if you just say that story, people will just picture a thug.
You were a thug.
Yeah.
No remorse. Go for a shoe zone shoe.
God. It's like
that's basically what Josh's fault, to be fair. He's the real villain here.
Yeah.
If he wasn't throwing the shoe, Aiden wouldn't have
exactly. Well, if it was, trust me, if it was Josh that picked up the shoe, it would have been a different story. I would have literally tackled it and bounced off the man.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't be able to knock him down.
No.
But then again, the friend group had a lot of big dogs. Had Deacon, Josh. If anyone came over to mess, just dogpile them.
Yeah, exactly. To be fair, so even if took one of us down, there's 3 other men ready.
Yeah. Exactly. It was the thick squad.
It's a pretty powerful group, to be fair. Like
it was. It's like what I said to Alex. I said to him last week. I would describe us as those who could be cool, but if you saw us on our own, we were definitely not cool. Like we were just almost quite didn't make it.
Yeah, I mean, could have been worse. Could have been in the library and stuff.
Hey, you used to go to good old homework club. Those are the days.
Oh, that was great.
One
of my favourites. One of my favourite moments though with Cameron was for a brief while. So like how it was obviously designed was obviously there was if you remember the science part, and you had to walk through the corridor to go up to the library, and you had these two doors, and then a third door to get into the library. And I think I said to Alex it was left door, but actually I think it was the right door. Everyone kept going through the right door.
Yeah.
And there was these
they always go for that door.
And me and Cameron went, what if we put a lock on that door? You just had people go up to the door, try and push it, it wouldn't open. And rather than trying to unlock it, they just go through the left door. But everyone kept doing it. And it came to a point where, like, at the end of lunchtime, there was a queue of people, but all of them, like, doing that same thing right behind each other, as if they're thinking, oh, I could get through that door. Try to, failed.
Surely. That was a pretty interesting social experiment, to be fair, because like everyone goes through the right door. Like why?
Yeah.
Even when it's locked, they try. And then one girl like sprinted to it and like she didn't know it was like locked. She barged into it and she just kind of fell on the floor. And
yeah, that was where the laughing stopped.
Yeah,
that was scary.
Yeah. Didn't that girl trying to kick it open as well?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah,
absolutely.
Killer.
Oh,
yeah, you can't barge into your kicking. Sit down. Kids at our school really are the dumbest breed.
My sister was telling me that was still the worst year.
That was still the worst year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because the amount of people that like expelled and stuff.
What's going on? Everyone's kind of cut out there.
My sister mentioned to me that was still the worst year.
Just still for me. Deacon still.
You're still for me. Aiden's moving.
Yeah.
Oh, big lag. Big lag.
I can only see Deacon's hand.
I can see you.
Yeah. You want to see my face?
Oh.
I've got the worst hair ever.
So you're blurred.
I think Calvin beats your worst hair.
I was on Instagram and I saw Jordan's like big. He had like a little big moustache coming out. And I saw that. I was like, "What the fuck? That's crazy."
It's him trying to grow a facial hair, and that's like literally how much you can go.
And then I saw Drew put a black and white photo up, and I was like, "Oh wait, did he get dumped?"
Again?
I think he's fine. Hopefully.
Yeah.
He was posting black.
But like, I've even said to him like, I don't like his social posts because a lot of them are like very weird. Like he posts Peaky Blinder pictures with like inspirational quotes of it. But, like, if any of you haven't seen it, Peaky Blinder is obviously about a gangster program, and the main character is like this scummy guy that beats up people, kills people. He's a violent thug, and it's all about like treat people how you want to be treated in life. It's like,
is that I can see a lot of similarities between you and Peaky Blinders.
It's just like
it's the joke. It's like Joker ones as well.
Yeah, it's honestly, it would be like if I post a picture of Hitler where love people like how you want to be loved.
Live, love, laugh.
Live life to the fullest.
Trey, trust yourself on style.
When's the last time you seen Deacon, Cameron? Was it when you was filming the Slipknot music video?
I think it was
I was watching that the other day.
I mean,
that was good.
Yeah,
that was age. That was a long. I think New Year's 2019 was when I last saw everyone in the flesh. I think.
Years, did you?
We used to do the New Year's stuff together, didn't we?
I think because we all went
I think after lockdown, we definitely need to do something.
Yeah,
we just need to wrap it around Alex's sleeping schedule.
Well, I mean, it's the weekend. I'm a working boy. I wake up at 6:30, come home at 4. It's horrible.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, joke.
Grind is hard, but it has to be done.
True. I'm trying to complete life on legendary difficulty You know, originally I was just playing on casual, but NPC bot pushed me, and now I have to play on the hardest difficulty, and I'm locked there.
Sure. It was a woman. We got grind on hard. Always.
What is that? Sounds like an alien beacon.
I think it's like Final Fantasy.
Yeah. No, it's not red. That's not flashing.
Yeah, he's got a touchscreen mic or something. What?
Beacons communicating with someone.
He's talking with Morse code. These aliens above us. You got something to tell us?
Oh,
yeah.
Let's see.
It's like get more energy drinks or something.
And he sat beaming down a crate of Monster. Yeah, I mean that'd be pretty sick though. If you just communicate with aliens, first contact would be asking for a crate of Red Bull.
Yeah.
And they've got it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And they're like, no problem. I got you.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. That's what they can tell. The red. What gives you wings? So it's experiments.
Aliens just like knock on your door saying, "Hello, human. We have knowledge far beyond Earth. If you want to know one thing in the world and one thing only, what would it be?" They could be like, "What is the recipe for the secret sauce of the Big Mac burger?"
Why do you say McDonald's? It's just such a horrible thing.
Oh, you don't like McDonald's?
Are you fat shaming the McDonald's?
McDonald's is where is that?
Excuse me, my good sir.
That's true.
Why would I ask for like the sauce? Surely you'd ask for the sauce. In that respect.
No. You go for big tasty or nothing.
Yeah. I drink Diet Deacon.
Oh, Diet Deacon. That's where
time
it's
for the
at.
promotion.
You still have the bottle?
I swear.
Actually, I do actually have the bottle. It's like battered.
I have it somewhere as well.
Oh. And I just have a look at school for a while.
Are you doing lockers? Well, Cameron, do you remember anything from the school days where everyone was in the memory?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like really decent moments. I've got short-term memory loss, so I just don't know. I've got really bad memory. I'm trying to think of.
I think you was there. You was the one. It was me, Ollie, and I think Jack Brown who was spraying water around the drama block, and we put on the light switch and we touched it, and we all got electrocuted. And then we went to Pastor and we got electrocuted by one of your lights, and they said good. We was like, what?
Someone died.
And then we were just like, okay, then let someone die when he turned the lights on.
That's a problem.
She just said we shouldn't be messing with the lights. We're like, what?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I just wish I did a ICT.
ICT was so good.
I've heard so many good things about ICT and how funny it was.
It was so good.
You basically had a gap year.
Like literally, I remember when Ofsted came in, they're like, "Wow, this class is so well behaved," and then I was like, "Yeah, we're all great. We're just on TeamSpeak talking to each other using the mics." and then like Luke will join the channel, be like, "Oh, Alex, can you come over here and help me quick?" And we're like, "Yeah, sure." And we'll jump off, walk over. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, what do you want to help handle with?" And then you'll help them. But then it was too funny when like you ask, you'd be like, "Sir, can you come help me? Just don't touch me."
Yeah, cause we had a lot of that around.
Or when he done the mistake.
Allegedly.
He was showing us a YouTube video, and then I saw his account name and photo, and I was like, okay, he's called Lemps. So I searched up Lemps and scrolled through pages of pages until I found that one icon, and then I found it, and I was like, oh my god, I found his YouTube channel.
That's it.
And then I put a link on Facebook. I was like, "Is Fun Dog's channel if anyone wants it?" And it was like Thumbs of Thunder, and he was like, "Daddy, what's that lovely smell?" Kiev. Classic.
Like, if you don't have the link, you can't watch him anymore or something. I'm not sure.
No, you can. He's deleted him for copyright.
Yeah,
hilarious.
All that iconic content.
Golden Kiev's copyrighted him for poor product placement.
Talk about that. That should be the next output.
I don't know if you remember when it was like drama every day, because everyone was doing YouTube channels back in the day. There was like Jordan plays MC, Josh was doing his one, everyone was doing one, and then Jordan like sub-botted. He had like 200 subs out of nowhere, but he was only getting like 13 views. And then we're like, Jordan, you sub-botted. He's like, no, mate, all right, mate. And then there was just drama every day based around YouTube channels.
That was bad.
Thank God we don't get into YouTube now.
And then there was what is it? What was you posting, Cameron? There was like 4 parts of that like Japanese.
Okay.
It was like
so yeah.
The rape.
So okay. So I remember me and Matthew York, we went on holiday together, and we were like in this like camper van, and like we were talking about like YouTube like censorship or the YouTube heroes that were going on. And I thought, okay, what is like, how far can we go with it? It's like, what can we upload? So I uploaded like 15 minutes of the Rape Man film, like straight up, no edit, like the first 15 minutes of the Rape Man I uploaded. Then I got like a couple thousand views. Then it got to like 100,000. Then I uploaded part 2, and then part 1 got taken down. I thought, okay, fair enough, this is it. But part 2's been up for like 3 years. That's got like 1 million views now. It's great.
Is it still up?
I've private all of them because what got to 1 million. I thought that's the goal. I'm good now. I don't want the chance of it taken down. So it's all private. But yeah, it is there. If you've got the link, you can view it. And yeah, the Rape Man Part 2, 1 million views strong. It's because of the
funny, like Jordan was uploading proper videos of like makeup reviews and stuff. You upload Rape Man Part 2.
Yeah. My most popular video is someone getting stuck in a swing. That is like the same.
I've seen that. It's got like fucking so many views. It's got like I was comparing it to Cancer Story. That's got like 300,000 views, but someone getting stuck in the swing's got like 30 million or something. It's like, what?
It's like 8 million, and it's like a rapist watch my content, nonsense watch hers. It's like fair.
But it's like, it's like didn't someone do like a actual channel with you on your November?
Yeah, they call it the dark side of YouTube or something.
Yeah.
Someone review Cameron's thing. I was watching it religiously.
Someone actually watched these videos and then made a video on it. But like, you normally do that for famous people, or if you're famous yourself. But it's this guy had like less subscribers than Cameron, which is talking about Cameron's channel.
So what it was so I was subscribed to this dude's channel, and he did a video like looking at who are like who subscribed to me has like the most subscribers and stuff. So I was like maybe like top 10. So he's going down. He goes to mine, and he's like, oh, this is gonna be like I'll have to make a video on this like another day. I thought, I never watched. I only watched one video of his. It's like an in betweeners one. So like, subscribe to him, got notifications, and then one day at my nan's, see a notification, and I just see my face in the phone. Like, what? What the hell? Almost had a heart attack. Yeah, watch it. It's like, watching like the Anarchy Spuds videos. Like he sees the Rape Man part. He's like, okay, I see how it is. Started watching the No Nut vids, which are iconic. They're very good vids. I'm very proud of them. He watches first, but I thought, this ain't for me. I thought, for fuck's sake, really? You didn't get to bloody.
You didn't get to a good bit.
Day 40 is my favourite because I tried fake crying. It actually worked. Like I actually started to tear up a little bit. Yeah, it was good. The No November saga was great. That was like 2 years ago though. That's mad. Such a long time ago.
I'm surprised you didn't do a remaster for 2020.
I should have, but it's just like maybe like what we have is gone. If I did it again, maybe it wouldn't hit the same. That's the thing. I need to upload something. It's been a year. Need something good.
All sequels need to be bigger than better. So you could do No Nut 21.
No, not 21. could.
for the whole 21.
Go for the That's
The
you
whole
sorted for the whole year. Just
Yeah. No,
I mean,
21 back for revenge.
but by day 100, you're probably going to run out of things to talk about. But
that's the thing. That's why I did it weekly, because there's just like, I've not done it in a bit. That's just kind of it.
I was
Really?
surprised no one really started their YouTube channels again during COVID. I thought people would just have a lot of spare time and just want to do videos. I don't think started.
yeah.
Yeah.
I ironically had less time.
Yeah, you still
That's why I'm doing videos now.
Yeah, got your free time. I suppose like everyone's kind of grown out of the YouTube phase, because it was so big in like 2015, 2016. Everyone wanted to. Now it's just like, well.
Plus, it wasn't that saturated. It's really saturated now. You can't start a YouTube channel without copying someone else.
Yeah.
Or having something super original.
I mean, in saying that, none of us had original content. Most of us were just doing gaming videos and then odd vlog or something. We were probably just trying to be like the next YouTuber or something.
So I've got a whole film on my channel that I nicked. Everything else is original. To be fair, there is that. Payday 2 bids on there, because of course I do. Classic stuff like that.
I remember when Jordan copyright striked me because I put his thumbnail. I put his YouTube icon in a trash bin. and then I was like, oh, this is, and then I was like, I got like an item in the game, and I was like, oh, this can go in the bin with everything else. And then like the menu opened, see his icon in the trash bin, and I was like, oh, what's that doing in there?
Oh man, I don't know. Like that. Christ.
And then,
I mean, you should have sued him. Should have sued him there and then.
I woke up the next day for school to see that one of my YouTube videos got taken down for copyright content. And then I was like, what? And they gave me a timestamp, and it was like 2 seconds long. I was like, oh, what's this? So I use some music. I click on the timestamp just to see Jordan's icon, and then the person the strike was Jordan plays MC, and I was like, bruh, really?
Like, he's not even stopping you from getting money from, because you can't really generate that much money. So it's like literally just stopping you for the sake of stopping you.
Yeah.
And then I saw him in the quad, and then I said, Jordan, you actually copyright strike one of my videos? He goes, yeah, you're using one of my icons, man. I made that myself. You have to ask for permission. I was like, bullshit, I have to ask for permission.
I just remember
it's like when we sorry.
Oh, like his I think it was like his last video was like his 200 sub special, and that was like when when he got all his bots or something. Like he made that video and then like got 100 subs the next day, and like that it peaked then. Within one day, got all this. I was like, oh, that's interesting. But all right, fair enough. Whatever.
How suspicious.
Even these bots are now getting bored.
Still no views.
Yeah, I can't imagine being a bot watching Jordan plays MC on loop.
Oh dear.
Just commit to delete yourself.
I mean, I'm all about that's the rule.
Do the alt-F4.exe.
God. No, I remember when we when you started getting into AK thing, and you went I'll help you do some like thumbnails and that, and we did like a thumbnail of Blaber and Blaber's face.
Oh, breathe.
Yeah, and it's a brief, and then literally, like, within seconds of that video coming up, because I remember I used to schedule all my videos so they came up on, like, on the Wednesday at lunchtime. No reason why, I just liked it to be at a certain time and consistent. So I remember it was only, like, it must have been, like, 12:05. I get a message from Playboy going, can you not use my face for a thumbnail? So I was like, well, someone has got their notifications on.
A real fan? You love to see?
Yeah.
Just put this in real quick. Yeah, I saw this. I thought that was quite good.
Oh.
What?
Just saw.
Question mark?
Can we even say that?
How do I post stuff? I'm a massive canoob.
Oh, just for like unironically. Oh, okay. So that's my excuse, then, is it?
Yeah. Has anyone actually made that anything since lockdown?
I only saw it today. I thought that is hilarious. So that is so funny. Ah, this is a classic. This is classic. The blowjob pic is in like so many like it's great. It's so funny. Like in the
Wait,
back
I
of
got
the
this one. I saw this gift the other day and it just made me piss myself.
there's just a lot.
Oh, don't. Oh, there we go. It does work. Does it work? I can't. I don't know.
Video GIF.
Oh, there we go.
You're like, oh, can I go on that? I don't know.
I can't see your photo. It's crossed out.
Ooh. Banned.
And
Banned. I mean, it shouldn't be there. I mean, it's another funny pic. I'll be honest.
God.
Very today, very 2020 meme involving a certain gentleman.
Oh, is it a Trump one?
Nah. No, it's not. But it's just, I mean, maybe it's just still uploading. I don't know though. I'll try and send it again.
I can't wait till my university questions why I have this chat.
Did they question it though?
Look,
They're probably dumb, but
oh, this chat's fucking. This is sick.
just checking like all the
Pretty
chats,
funny, huh?
all the messages coming up.
Yeah. Like, oh, is that one crossed that as well? Hey Drake, I got drip. Silly cave. Yeah, God, drip one saved, The drip movie is pretty funny. I like that. Silly cave. You can't have drip. Has drip. Okay, tell me if this one's if you see this one as well.
Wait, what?
I mean,
When the monsters.
I mean, it's got okay. Can you see the other two that I sent? Oh, it's the same one, but
I can't see it, man. It's like crossed out.
I don't. It's a shame. Aiden's left the chat.
Oh no, the actual host just left.
The host.
Rip.
Awesome.
The main man is gone.
Who's now?
I
Me.
I accidentally
Not Deacon
ended
is the
it.
top left.
I've
Yeah,
ruined
that's-
it now.
Really? Yeah.
Now Alex is the big picture.
Me and Deacon's mic.
Lucky man. Man.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, so what's the next thing to talk about?
No, what's funny?
Oh, you guys
Is
been
there
doing
anyone-
anything hobby wise during lockdown?
Nothing,
Or you
nothing
guys
at
just
all.
been sitting around?
Been crying about my shed.
Oh,
Yeah.
that reminds me. Do you remember when there was that meme going around when you say Mason was in a shed? And you see the thing like 5 Nights at Sheddies.
Oh dear.
I was not aware of that.
It was like an
It's
ICT
shit.
meme, but I think it went outside of ICT as well. You used to go like,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. I know about that.
Yeah. So you know it's
It's
gone.
been no.
Mason's laugh. I remember, like he probably said some things, but like he would always say something at like the best possible time. Like when he did a work experience and he like painted all the benches, and he was like,
Yeah.
"Look at all these benches! I did hard work." And the seagull came down and took a crap on it, and he just screams at the bird.
That is classic.
Classic Mason or Meso.
I just love that. Oh, yeah.
Everyone having a job experience, so is what it is.
I like the fact that we all did work experience, but it was never proved anything. Like, who actually learned from their job experience?
I mean, I learned.
I learned a little bit, and I learned it was a waste of time.
Yeah. Experience at college was a lot better than what I did at Huxley, 100%. Working
don't
at
get me
Gardens
wrong.
was much better.
It was the best thing because like you had 2 weeks of school basically, but it was pointless.
I get up the bus to work every day. 2 weeks.
Where did everyone do their work experience? I did mine in the junior school.
I just did mine in a nursery. I had like an hour lunch break, so I always walked home. On the way, went to one of the chippies, got a portion of chips. By the end of my work experience, they knew me by name.
Oh, nice.
You put that one on your CV.
Which was like adults learning disciplines and stuff, which was it was all right. They just had a really one of the people that was super. Well, the milk was a big. That's all I'll say. Big milkers. I was very happy man. It was brilliant. I loved it. Oh, it was two of them actually. Two. Yeah, but yeah, who knows? Maybe they see this one day and get creeped out. That'd be pretty funny. A man on the dream. Yeah, that was all right. Then I worked. Then when I went to college, once a week I went to like Ivell Garden Centre. I can't remember what it was, but like what yeah, that was pretty good. I kept the uniform. They wanted the back for it. They didn't pay me for it, so yeah, I kept that. I've still got that.
Back in a split second.
That was nice. Look at them go. Bye. Yeah, Deacon, where'd you did work experience, didn't you?
Yeah, I did mine at Aspire Homes. But I did like 1 week, so I was like, I didn't make mine fast enough. So I was like 1 week at Huxley.
Oh,
Wait, so you basically had a week at Hudson. What did you do at school? When everyone else went throughout, what do?
You
You just
literally
sat in the classroom?
No, you weren't. You just like chilling pastoral until someone wants you or something.
oh, send the register up. Yeah, all right then.
Sure.
That's fine.
Like being an assistant in the classroom. They didn't need you. They just
yeah.
had to find stuff for you to do.
But that was like boring though, because you just had nothing to going on though.
Yeah. I imagine. Oh man, I wish I was like the assistant for a day. That would have been nice. Nothing. Just like
Yeah,
send the register up.
What did you do in the? What did you do in junior, Alex?
I would help with the ICTs and the ICT techs. It was really depressing because when I used to went juniors, all the budget there was super low. And I went there now, they all got like touchscreen ThinkPads and stuff. I'm like, what? Why don't I get any of this garbage? Well, the second we left high school, they upgraded all the computers and laptops and stuff. Because I don't know if you remember, in like English block, they had those laptops with the Arabian keyboard that had like the fucking Hindu something on it. It was like, it's so weird. The only person who can translate. And then, I don't know if you remember. We used to. I had her for grammar because for some reason year 11 you had to do grammar. I think it was always at year 10. I don't know. We had her, and then we used to go to Al Qaeda, or we used to just call her. And then she shouted at Tyler, and then I said, "Oh, miss, don't explode," and I got sent out. And then she got Al Qaeda, and it was so bad. We were like the worst year ever, honestly.
We are the worst. Do you reckon we were the worst year in junior school as well?
Maybe. I doubt it, because you're not a bad person when you're a kid.
No, you're worse when you're a kid because kids have.
Yeah. You're more selfish as a kid. When you go to secondary school, that's when you realise these problems, but you still make fun of them.
Yeah. You just know.
An old school friend of mine and Deacon's contacted me again. He was cool. And then he asked me if I still knew Ben. I was like, yeah, of course I know Ben. Do you remember him? He goes, how can I not forget him? He threw me into a thorn bush.
Early memory.
Classic Deacon.
Because it was in infants and we was playing like a game called Trains. We just hold on to each other's waist and just run around. Deacon runs around the corner. He slips and lets go. He just goes flying into a thorn bush, and then he gets cuts everywhere. And he comes in the next day, and then he's just got scars and cuts everywhere. And we're like, whoa. You okay? He goes, no, it really hurts, man.
It really hurt.
Yes, Deacon. Us folks must stick together.
Even back in the day, he was just beating
Ruin
the
a
shit.
career. I just cut him up a bit.
Deacon was like a human tank though, because you see,
It's
like,
still a human tank.
yeah, you could outrun me.
Yeah, hey, beautiful.
Yeah.
Wait, so if you didn't do ICT, because the only people done ICT here was me and Deacon. So if you two
Yeah.
didn't do ICT, what was the lesson that
We basically did previously on Gotham.
Previously on Gotham. Like, that state was pretty sick. Of course, it was.
Yeah, it was class.
Actual workshop was awesome. I was not like in the class. Though. I was like on a table by myself though, like because it was like I'm pretty sure we had like a seat between us, didn't we? Like everyone like just kind of had like their own
We did as
thing.
well, but like, didn't
So
wasn't there someone that was meant to be on your thing, but they kept like,
never in. I think it was like Lewis or something.
yeah,
Just like doing his own thing. It was like just a single table. It wasn't like two tables together. It was just like that table by the window, and like I'll be just on my own like most of the time. Or like Lewis would come in with like a bag of sweets. Like fair enough. I get the grind. I respect it. Then we go to the little computers. Then we go to the workshop. Then talk about Gotham. And then we see Botham in Adam's house. That was classic. That was too funny.
that was good. Because that's when we had all the ultimate things. Instead of Batman, it was a Fat Man.
Old
It
at
was
you.
just like that was top tier comedy at our school.
Man, the dumbest things made me laugh.
Yeah.
Literally. Botham shouldn't be as funny as it was.
It's just so great. One of my favourite creations was instead of the Riddler, it's the Fiddler. We just kept making jokes about that. Oh god.
So good. Man, I miss
Oh,
that was like year 11 modern. That's tech. We did all that.
yeah,
Feels
it was. Because it was me and you, kind of was a part of it, but like half of the time he wasn't there because the teacher just didn't like him and he didn't like the teacher, so
yeah,
it became a waste of time.
yeah. I barely saw him. I just can't. Kind of always forget if I didn't talk to him. I just forget they were even in my class. Like
Yeah.
Hayes in, I think, but he was like rarely in there. You know, I just can't remember. But it was good, very good. Am I supposed to turn off? Christ.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing though. When you leave, you basically cut everyone out.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you just got to stick with a group or two. The men, the men you can actually,
That's why we are the closest of all friends. Us four here.
Rip.
what I miss? I miss Aiden lying to himself.
Yeah.
Aiden's not a part of this.
What are you drinking, Alex?
Coca-Cola in a Pepsi glass. I don't
Wow.
give a damn.
You're drinking Coke. Enter promotion here. Wow, Alex, did you know that Coke contains a lot of sugar, which gives you a lot of unsaturated energy, which will make you really fat because you're not. Yeah, all that fatness can kill you.
Good.
Now you need to go on a diet, but not just any diet. You need to go on Diet Deacon. Good for the whole family.
Oh shit, Diet Deacon. One of my best Photoshop work.
It literally, which is the idea, came for a music video, but I full-heartedly want this to be my legacy now. Just promoting the Diet Deacon.
Yeah, they're gonna sue your dead body.
Diet Deacon on the big screen is the goal. The film could be bad, but Diet Deacon's in it.
Yeah,
you see it.
It's the ultimate goodness.
Mm-hmm. I wish I
was coming.
Christ. I mean, oh god. Did you actually? What did you? You ended up doing carpentry, didn't you?
Yeah,
college. So you actually got what you wanted of.
I mean, I didn't want to do it. Yeah, I got my diploma from it. I have a level 2 diploma. That's a fact. A lot more than most, I'd say, but I'm proud of that. But I didn't do. I don't like carpentry. I'm surprised I even got my diploma. To be fair, I don't deserve it. I'll be honest.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you did carpentry for college.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that was nicknamed Jesus throughout most of his secondary school life ends up going off and doing carpentry.
Yeah, and I hate it.
How
And
very poetic.
I haven't done any carpentry since 2018, as it should be. If I did, I'd be a cowboy builder. Like, there's no.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I would.
That goes to do with carpentry, ends up working at McDonald's. Where's the
I mean,
logic?
I can't destroy doors at Mackey's. But like, here, well,
Allow me to sand you a new meal.
I'm good at sanding. I'll say that. For building that shelf the other day, it brought back memories, to be honest, of me just getting the hammer, hammering stuff, putting the screws in. I felt nostalgic.
He
Yeah, I
was
hate
on
that.
ICT for college, and he didn't do anything after that. He worked with his dad,
Yeah.
the concrete place.
That's it. Like,
Yeah.
none of us actually really got what we wanted. Because I ended up doing media, and there was no media related anything.
Well, you should have done ICT. Really.
Yeah, that was the closest. But like ICT filming, and I think I would learn that much from ICT.
True.
I definitely wouldn't learn anything from their teacher who got done and left for like a year.
He's alright. It is what it is.
It is.
I do wish I did IT. Because it sounds so funny. I've just the stories I've heard from IT of
Yeah.
certain things popping up on everyone's screens and certain people running out of class and stuff.
It's
trying to flip the table.
yeah,
He
just
broke
trying
a
to flip the
keyboard.
table. Everyone knew that story, and despite there was only a class worth of people actually saw it.
It was only
Yeah.
was just fucking around with Photoshop, and then Josh Reese and best hide and seek champion Madeline McCann, and then the ICT tech saw it on his screen and called him in. He was like, "What are you doing? This is so disrespectful." And then he got detention for it, and he was like, "Oh, why can't you take a joke, man?"
It is pretty funny.
Didn't Luke get in trouble for playing the game? And
Yeah,
like
he
he got
was playing
sent
the
to
game.
Pastoral, and he started playing the game there instead.
Yeah, he was playing the game and came in and goes, "Luke, out of the classroom now." Goes, "Let me finish the level first." And she's like, "Luke, out now." And he was just playing it. He's like, "Let me finish." And then she was like screaming louder and louder. I go, "Luke, out now!" And then he was like, "Okay, I'm finished." And then he was in the pastoral on on the laptop. And then we looked at the back of the window to see that he's on the same game.
Lad.
Game and move.
Yeah.
Did you ever like make a more combat level in IT ones? Did you have to like make levels for games in some lessons?
Some of them. We had the for GCSE ICT, what we had to do was it was really boring. So I guess that's why no one done it. But it was we had to plan a festival. We had to record and film a trailer, plan celebrities and how much that would cost on a spreadsheet, a PowerPoint on like pitching it to investors and all that. No one done it though. It was fucking boring. So
yeah,
just fucking around with the mic. We were like, "So you have a mic?" And he goes, "Oh, I can't believe everyone's filming their video. I'm really proud of this class." We were just on TeamSpeak.
A little bit of that.
We were just on TeamSpeak, and then we found this thing called FreeGate, which allowed us to bypass the blocking system. So we were just on Facebook, YouTube, doing everything.
He's like, "Oh, everyone's too concentrated. What's going on? This is sick."
And he's like, "Wow, I don't even need to do my job."
yeah, if only, mate. If only.
And then he touched a kid anyway and got kicked out.
Well, allegedly. I just heard he made a pretty funny comment to someone, and that's it.
What I heard was there's a girl with an Advent Calendar T-shirt with like the little doors on it.
Yeah.
And then she goes, "So, what do you think of my thing?" He goes, "Ooh." And then where the breasts were, he goes, "What's behind these doors?" He like, opens them, and then he groped her. And then
I I didn't know he did that. I thought he just made a comment, which was funny.
and then moaned at him, like fucking proper screamed at him when he was in his office. When you got called out, he was shouting at him. And he went back in, and then was all like, "Sir, can you help me? Just don't touch me." And then eventually just left the school.
Yeah.
I don't think he could handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when you get called a nonce, you should leave.
And then
God.
after we left, there was that guy. I don't know if you saw it. He was like a mastic. Oh, there's a guy called. It was the most recent pedo at school, and he paid for a bunch of pictures. Like I think it was over 300 photos of like child porn for I think it was £250 of Amazon vouchers. And then they saw the transaction. They went, "Oh, this is weird." And then they knocked on his door. He just admitted to buying it, and then but he didn't go to prison because he admitted it. So I think he's like on the sex offender list. And
yeah.
Jesus God. I mean that's a smart decision from his point of view, though, because he wouldn't come out of prison. Let's be honest.
I mean, he'd be killed in prison.
Exactly. Wasn't there an arts teacher that kind of got into it as well?
Yeah, because what like I think a student wanted to I don't know if did she like it's like a nude like picture or something, like she was nude and she like drew herself or like the Jack that it was like a student.
I thought she like kept pictures of other students.
Yeah, she was keeping nude photos of students and then drawing them and saying it was for art, for the art projects and stuff.
Which is
another
a massive red flag.
And then they questioned her about it. She was, "Oh, it's for art," and they go, "This is illegal. We don't care if it's for art."
Very illegal. What you get with that shoot, dude? I didn't draw. All right, bro, hit a bit. Off she went. Yeah, too many supposed nonsense at the school.
There was. I feel like a breeding ground for that.
It was. Maybe they just saw something. Maybe they just thought, "Oh wow, these kids."
And there was also. Oh, I know it was really bad mentioning it, but do you remember in assembly when they were breaking the news that died in a caravan and everyone started laughing?
Yeah, that was so like because I remember like lining up like in the assembly, and I heard people going, "Oh, don't sit next to me because I will just laugh." And I thought, for fuck's sake,
And then,
it's so because like.
And I was like crying his eyes out. We're like, it's just how she died though, because she died of food poisoning. We're like,
and she's a food tech teacher.
I thought it was like a heart attack or something. I didn't know it was.
Food. I thought it was like a nits or something. It killed her.
Nits?
I don't know. There was so many stupid things about it.
Yeah, that assembly was not good.
No.
That's sad.
We were so desensitized to actual serious things, though. Because do you remember we were all like, just our year group were actually rounded up, and we had Mr. So like head of year actually screaming down at us. If I hear one of you say "jump onto the bus" one more time.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that dance drama when he goes like, "Okay, stop saying kill yourself, hang yourself."
Yeah, that's it. That was
into a bus.
Yeah.
I was just trying so hard not to laugh when he was just saying like kill yourself, die, get cancer.
So why are you saying like this? Why are you doing it? You're making me laugh. And it's just a bit of an L on his side.
People carried on because it was just too good.
Yeah, now it's a big thing. Now it's even funnier.
Yeah, yeah.
That's classic. Even I still say it. You know, old but gold, man. Old but gold. Yeah. Those teachers, man.
When got diagnosed with meningitis, she had to lose a leg, and no one knew who it was at the time, but then just told everyone.
Oh yeah.
So when the assembly came, when broke the news who it was, and we was like, yeah, we know.
Oh what? Yeah, don't worry about it.
I remember like because obviously she eventually got back into school and started learning that, and she wanted to join on PE, which is really nice. But like we do like dodgeball in the winter, 'cause we're not allowed on the field, and everyone's like being nice. She's out in the court. Everyone's like not trying to avoid hitting her, and so picks up the ball and just charges her. So long dogs her. And everyone's like, Charlie, you can't do that. He goes, well, she's on open season.
Yeah. Well, I respect that. If she wants to play, then
yeah.
What if it's like her versus one other person? You know, it's gonna happen, isn't it? She's gonna get a face bat.
I think we missed a trick though. We could have used her as like a batter ran, charge out there, high behind, and start chucking a load of balls.
Get her out of the wheelchair. Use the wheelchair.
Do you remember that video? Isn't it that zombie outbreak?
Oh yeah, he was like the only cool teacher, like because they made like a bunch of videos, like he had like a minigun.
It's because it's Australian, that's why everyone liked it.
Yeah. Yeah, he had like dreadlocks all down.
Yeah, he like dreads and it was sick.
I remember like when I was watching Breaking Bad, I was just like, oh, sir, do you think you could actually cook meth? Oh yeah, of course. I'm decent. Fair enough,
he was like he was great, but like as a science teacher, he didn't have the common sense you would expect. Like he had like skin cancer like 3 times because he would always go out in the sun and not wear sun cream, and he lived in Australia. It's like
that's why he's immune to it. Yeah, he got it 3 times. Got another 2.
Yeah. I think it was Curtis made me arm wrestle.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry, I don't know.
And then that exploded because then you start arm wrestling a couple there because Mr. tried to go against you, and he actually went in the end.
He was the first, but then it was after.
Oh yeah.
I remember because it happened during break. And then like
we would. I don't know. It was like some sort of like we had nothing to do.
Yeah.
So we just do that.
And then he set the tables up properly, and then it was Deacon's pretty good. Oh, he's doing the lock when they would lock their arms, and then it was going red, and then Deacon was just not breaking a sweat, and then eventually won. I think.
Yeah.
God.
Be honest, Deacon. Did you let him win? No, I just thought it was funny. Like he was just sitting there going, "Oh, as you can tell, he's using that lock in his arms. So I can't get through it."
And Deacon's just like, "Wait, am I?"
Yeah. Deacon's sitting there doing his mass work on the other hand.
Also, he couldn't admit defeat. If he won, like he kind of had to, though. He'd be a very bad like it is Deacon's good man. He can't do it. I'm really bad now, but I think you'd expect him to be decent. I'm a physical.
Too big.
Lord. And yeah.
I wish I was good at arm wrestling though. I'd be up.
Have you seen the guys that slap each other?
Yeah,
good.
Those are actually brutal. Like you get almost knocked out just from a slap because it's so hard. To be fair, a slap on the ear is like devastating.
Do you remember the trend when you do like that on your like trousers or something, and then like if you look at it, you get free punch. You always try to find inventive ways to get someone to learn.
Yeah, but some people were too aggressive with that. Like they would do it.
They're like,
they would do it to everyone, and they'd give you a dead on. I'm like sitting there going like, dude, Jesus, I can't even throw a punch. You're trying to break my arm.
I remember when did it and then punched out the chair.
What?
So you had to start wearing the seatbelt.
Oh wow!
It was really bad. It happened near NVQ because NVQ was the only classroom she was allowed to go to because it had the wheelchair ramp. Because the actual French block only had stairs going out.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So she had to, and was just waiting, and then he did it to her, and then punched her, and then she like slipped out the chair. She was like, "You cruel monster! Why are you doing that for?" And then Josh goes, "She looked. It's the rules."
The rules don't discriminate.
Respect. Look, you'd have to do it eventually.
But it was either like a really slidey chair or he hit her really hard.
Yeah. But if she was smart, she could have gotten back. But when he was trying to pick her up, she could have gone like that again.
I got isolation for asking if she was allowed to keep her leg. And it's a general question. I just asked if you got to keep it, and then she told me, and then I got isolation. I was like, bruh, really?
Well, to be fair.
I will apologise. I will apologise for half of this. Jesus Christ, Deacon. What is? There's like a war zone going on in that room. But I will apologise for like half of the then half of the names are probably gonna have to be blacked out for the sea.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
To avoid us getting told
out of respect.
Out of respect of the fallen.
Ahead of time, make aliases.
Yeah. So, Mr. Editor, that's your job.
W then. WA.
Yeah.
I remember though. I think it was just poor timing. It was like after my house burnt down. I was in year 8. I was in chemistry or something with Miss Bound, and then it was something like there was a fire in a house, and then they were saying how house fires start, and then everything was catching on fire, and everyone's looking at me, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, that is literally the fucking mice and men scenario. Well,
and then, like, I don't know if Miss knew at the time, and she goes, she used to just like pick on someone to go like, okay, what's the answer for this? And then she points at me, and goes, Alex, how do house fires start? I'm like, what the fuck is it?
Because you like didn't show up for school for a week or two, because like you had to sort out your house and that. You basically had to live in a caravan, so like.
Yeah, I mean,
everyone
I
just said you've gone gypsy and left school.
I do remember the day after. I was at my neighbour's house, just chilling in the garden, and then people were walking to school and like looking over, go, and then some people seeing me go, Alex, what happened? I go, house burned down. Everything happened.
Yeah, I remember making jokes saying it was all like fraud scam and that sort of thing. Because like at the time you had a sibling in every year, like including junior school.
I mean, my dad was detained because they thought it was like insurance fraud. They're like, hey, this is a bit suspicious that all of you got out. So we think it's
suspicious. Sitting there with a clipboard, like, you know what? This is a bit odd that you're all alive.
Yeah, cause they said that like in most house fires that when people are asleep, at least someone dies, at least one person dies. And then my dad was like, "But I got him out before it got bad." And they go, "Yeah, we don't believe that.
What the fuck?
We think there's some sort of insurance fraud going on here." And then they did an investigation. And then they put him on like garden arrest. He wasn't allowed to leave the garden.
Hey, really?
Yeah, he wasn't allowed to leave the garden until they were like done like investigating.
I mean, I suppose that's fair, because if he actually got the money, like going to hiding or something, but it's still
try. He could try.
I like the fact you said garden arrest. He could even go into his own house, because like it's the poor man had to live in his garden, unfortunately. with what like 10, maybe 9 kids at the time.
There was 10 kids and 2 adults in a 3-bedroom caravan.
Oh, I really do feel bad for you for that. Look,
not
enough to do anything about it, but
like we had like I don't know if you've seen like a caravan shower, but it's super shit, and they can only hold a limited amount of water. So like, you couldn't like get any showers, and you had to have like set bathroom breaks because even the toilet had limited amount of water.
Yeah,
it was pretty tragic, but it is what it is.
I bet that stinks as well.
Oh yeah, the toilet.
They normally just look cupboards.
Right, it was very hard. I mean, it was a bit of a trampy lifestyle, but you couldn't do anything about it.
Of course, yeah.
And then we tried to get a house in Findon. They said no because there was too many of us. And then it was like, we talk about it. It's a 6-bedroom house. There's supposed to be a lot of people.
We were expecting 5 or less.
And he goes, and they're like, I mean, if there's 10 kids in a 6-bedroom house, it'll be a bit cramped. I'm like, what are you talking about? You share bedrooms.
Yeah, like
they probably thought you were going to be a fire risk. Let's be honest.
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
That's all easily dies. You don't care, man. Don't care. Give us the house.
God.
Yeah, always well that ends well.
So then we had the big brain player just putting a caravan in our front garden.
God.
I respect it. Surprised it's been going on for an hour and 20 minutes. Feels like it's gone by real quick.
I'm pretty glad I wasn't one of those spaz tards that go 2020's nearly over, COVID's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
And then they just thought COVID will just fade away.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. It's like with the vaccine, they think it's killing the virus. And they're like, oh, as long as we vaccinate all the vulnerables, we can go back out. And I'm like, you're still gonna get COVID.
Yeah.
That's not how a vaccine works.
Actually, right now, like in Preston or somewhere near us, there's actually protests for wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Like today.
The anti-maskers from America's moved over.
Yeah, it's happening here.
People with their tinfoil hats on trying to tell me what the conspiracies are, they do my head in.
Yeah.
Saying like, "Oh, COVID's not real. It's a ploy to so the government can control people and make them spend more." And I'm like, what are you talking about? How can you stage a worldwide pandemic? How? Tell me, please.
And it's just,
it's like,
the economy is gonna.
It's like with like the vaccine potentially having a chip in it, but like they are aware that our phones have GPS. Like they literally can track us wherever we're doing with things like that. CCTV, they can control what we're doing by simple advertisements. They can see what we're doing with simple search histories and chat histories and that, because they can easily gain access to all of that on legal reasons.
I hate people that go like, goes, oh, they're spying on us with the ads and stuff on Facebook. When you read the terms and service, you're literally accepting that. That they get your cookies and stuff. And then I had someone at work trying to convince me that there's nanobots in the vaccine. I'm like, how is there nanobots in the vaccine? Please tell me.
Why would they risk wasting millions and billions of dollars? I say dollars because more money. Why would they wasting all that across the globe just so that they can stalk us? Like, what are we really going to be doing? That's not interesting. To what is really who is it that they keep thinking it is?
Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates.
Yeah, Bill Gates.
Yeah.
What really are they actually? What is Bill Gates really going to be doing? Like watching some kid in the middle of Northamptonshire.
It's like the guy from work. He keeps saying like, if Bill Gates can't fix viruses on a Microsoft computer, what makes you think that he can fix a virus in real life? And I'm like, it's not just him fixing it.
He's
not even fixing it. He's just telling people to do it.
It's just funding it.
Yeah, it's just
like
Bill, don't believe you. Oh, I'll take my chances.
I don't think the science teams are going up saying, "Listen, Mr. IT guy, please help us here."
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's dumb. So Microsoft, they will cure the virus. I
just don't understand. Like all the people saying like, oh, it's all fake and stuff. Fair enough. Maybe the numbers were a bit fake, But especially in China, like it just goes from
Shit.
80k down to flatlines. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah. But China's just bizarre and that sort of thing, because obviously it's hard for them to keep track records because they've got so many rich areas, which obviously in line with us that can obviously keep track of all, but they've got so many poor areas, so they don't actually. It's like some parts of China, it's like actually third world country, yes. So how can you actually work out who's got it and who's just dying of a normal disease? It's just
mad
can't afford.
I can't remember his name, sadly, but there was he's known as the whistleblower doctor, the doctor that first found out about COVID, and then he told his like colleagues not to come in, and then the government caught onto it and then killed him, and then the virus broke out, and then people were like, "What the fuck, China? Why are you killing the doctor because he found out a deadly virus?" And then because they didn't want to shame the country for like having a deadly virus, and then they kept it hidden from the world until it got too bad. Until they go, by the way, UK, we've got a deadly virus and it's on its way to you.
In China, man. I'd hate to live in China. I'd rather live in North Korea.
They're both
Like,
bad to each other.
Yeah.
I mean, just like, China bad. Would you just?
North Korea's got better marches though. Have you seen those soldiers marching? It is so entertaining.
They're brainwashed.
As long as you comply, you're all right. If you just comply in Korea, you're good to go. But China, you can't have one kid. No, I don't know about that.
Yeah, literally, my family flies over and gets sick. There's a gut firing squad the second we come up.
That's not how the anarchy spot goes. He goes clean for the whole of November, and then for the other 11 months, he's
breeding season after
that. China's a scary place. If you have twins and one's a boy and a girl, then the girl dies every time. But if it's both boys or both girls, if they coin flip it, they actually do a coin flip on which one dies.
It's fair. I suppose
what if they're Siamese?
I mean, just whip the chainsaw out, then do the coin.
Whoever's got the
China's
double kill.
China's a scary place.
Yeah, they are a bit authoritarian. Like everyone keeps moaning about like the police brutality in America, which is obviously its own separation and serious and that sort. But no one cared that in 2019 the news kept showing like these university students in Hong Kong getting beaten up by Chinese police. No one cared.
Massive. The Hong Kong protests. It's like
there's no freedom of speech,
which is still going on. Like the protest itself, I don't think there's that many people on the streets, but the actual people fighting for their right in Hong Kong, that's still going on. And Britain's just like, yeah, we'll help you wherever we can and that sort of thing. But
we'll change our
we
Facebook profile picture to #Free Hong Kong. That'll change everything.
We changed our relationship status to "it's complicated."
Fuck it. I hate booze and stuff. They just kind of, it's bad.
Well, we got our own problems. We got Brexit now. We're out of the EU.
Now. We left.
We got our own Independence Day now. But it won't be as popular as it is in America.
God. Especially now that their president, they now got, well, as of this Wednesday, they're going to have a president that doesn't like Boris Johnson.
I mean, not many people in the UK like Boris, to be fair. So
that's the only thing America does good, though. When they celebrate events, they celebrate hard, like 4th of July, New Year's, Christmas, Thanksgiving. They take it seriously.
It's because America, they actually are a cult. Let's be honest, on a national level, because they do things like, like how we don't even like to associate ourselves with the national anthem because it promotes the Queen and the royal family. Yeah. They actually sing the national anthem like every day at school in the morning.
Well, yeah,
like
they're incredible patriotic.
Imagine going to a football, watching a game or tennis or whatever, and actually before it even starts, you just actually everyone up singing the national anthem.
I don't know about you guys, but like when like you're growing up and before school or after school, you watch like Disney XD, you watch like Wizards of Waverly Place or something.
Mm.
And obviously because it's all set in America, at the time I just didn't know. And I'm like, oh, why'd they get their own uniform? I have to pay £1 for fucking mustard. Like, what the fuck?
What a lockers? Not that.
And then like after then, obviously when I went onto the internet like full time, I kind of like realized it's just how they do things over there in America. And I'm like, what? I wish I was American. It's sick.
When you think of school, you kind of think of like the American like massive hallways, lockers on each side,
and like mascots and
Like,
own clothes.
a big football field. Like that is an American school is like the school that you think of all the time.
And then the
Like, I don't think
driving.
to be honest, we might not have a decent score, but we got out alive. We're still shooting, so I think it counts us out.
I suppose so. I mean, that's that bad. It could be worse. There are worse schools out there. There are probably worse horror stories than ours.
Yeah, I mean,
But it's still bad.
I'm sure could have took a dark turn and
like, and then as I've got older, I'm just like, wow, I'm blessed. I'm not American. Like,
Yeah.
if I was American, there'll be the fucking. You would actually have to care about 9/11. Like, it's a tragic event, and you know a lot of people die. But in America, you can't make jokes about it, or you actually get done for it.
yeah.
Well,
Then there's like you have to because you have to remember all of the historic events like Columbine. There's going to be the Capitol getting stormed now. The president's being dog shit.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff in America.
Don't you find it weird that in our lifetimes, when we're like grandparents, maybe, and Grandpappy Deacon is sitting there with his little Deacon's grandchildren, and they actually asking them how they asked him about the days of COVID where America just essentially is descended to flames.
Yeah,
All because of something that was at the time was called the elections. Now it's called the
aftermath.
Civil War.
How accurate do you think this meme is that I'm sending? I got a lot of capital memes.
I mean, I just the sus.
I just see the door at the moment. Oh yeah, I saw when it came out.
Yeah.
I can't be.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna need that piss soon. Oh, I'm bursting.
Yeah, I think we'll call it quits there.
Yeah.
Thank you all for
nice
the first episode. Thank you all for the.
Managed to make it.